part 2 of the first phase of gutting my bedroom. In part 1, we took everything apart, removed all the carpet, and got everything prepped to start laying hardwood floors. I found this really pretty luxury plank vinyl from Lowe's in the color Fletcher Oak by Stainmaster. I went rogue and decided to start laying my flooring in the center of the room because I thought for some reason that would help me maintain square as we traveled out of the room, but also this allowed me to keep most of my furniture in the bedroom so I could put it on one half while I worked on the other and then swap. Would it have been easier to start against the wall? Yes, but this is what I ended up doing. You live and you learn. Speaking of living and learning, it took me probably getting 2/3 of the way through this floor before I finally figured out how to do it properly without issue. What you're watching here is basically me on the struggle bus. This is my first time working with LVP, and while I have laid laminate floor down before, this is completely different. Because the tongue and groove on these planks is made of vinyl instead of wood, it's much more difficult to snap them together, so there was a serious learning curve to this process. For the first side, I had to stop in this staggered position because the floor is eventually going to go seamlessly into the hallway, but I wasn't quite prepared to do that just yet, and I really need to get my bed back in here. After the bedroom's done, the floor is actually going to go into the hallway and wrap to the right around that wall, and then go through to the laundry room and up the stairs. At this point, I couldn't do any more on this side of the room, so it was time to move the furniture, and I did not even think about getting those little pads you can put under them to move across hardwood floors. I'm hoping I didn't put any scratches in the new floor. I'm so grateful my husband was home when I did this because it was actually harder to move it across the new flooring because you have to lift instead of scooting, so that was a major blessing. From there, I had to prep the other side, which included removing the tack strips, sweeping up the floor, then vacuuming the floor, then removing the staples, and then going through and screwing the subfloor into the joists where it was squeaky. Right here, I thought I had come up with a genius innovation by putting all of the pieces together end to end and then taping them so they wouldn't pop apart. And then I was just so sure that I could put them all in together in one big piece.
Pop it out.
Yes. That might have worked if it was a more flimsy vinyl, but this was too stiff and it was a no-go. But I did figure out that I could put together 2 pieces and do 2 at once, which was definitely helpful. After that, I switched up my method to where I was connecting the end pieces first instead of connecting the side pieces first and then tapping it in from the side. This worked so much better and went so much faster. From there, it was pretty much smooth sailing. I got the rest of the floor done relatively quickly. Side note, you can see here in this video that my dog was following me around like crazy. I had no idea that taking my bedroom apart and moving some furniture would disrupt my dog the way that it did. He was legit upset for days until we put everything back. I think this took me about 2.5 days of working all day to get done. But now that I figured out what I'm doing, I think I could probably do 1 room in 1 day. It was definitely super hard work though. All we have left to do now is this little sliver that I have to get the table saw out for. And can I say how freaking gorgeous these floors are? I'm in love. Stay tuned for part 3 where we get all these little nooks and crannies finished in these floors, move the bedroom furniture back in, and then get started on some built-ins.